welcome to another edition of HBTV News. My name is Addie Hartman.
My name is Will Bueller.
I am Tess Helfrich.
And I am Ethan Lee.
Michael Moody, and today I will be happy to introduce my grandma, J. Imani Drew. She is a judge, and today she will be talking about Martin Luther King Jr.
Welcome, Judge Drew. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Gladly. I've taken a break from court. We call a break in court a recess to be here with you. Thank you for the invitation. I feel so honored. And thank you, Michael, for that wonderful introduction. I grew up in Chicago. Before becoming a judge, I was a lawyer for a lot of years. I appeared in court on many different cases, much like the cases you may see on television, and I even appeared on murder jury trials. Now, as a judge, I preside over juvenile court in Kankakee County. Young people who have been charged with committing a crime come before me. Children who have been abused and neglected also come before me, and I decide how best to help them. And further, and this may be of interest to a lot of you, I oversee truancy cases for children who are not attending school. The goal is to get the students in school every day, even if it means buying them an alarm clock.
Thanks. We all just enjoyed a day off of school yesterday in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Can you help us understand the importance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
Great question, and so much could be said here, Addie. Dr. King was a leader and a hero of the civil rights movement and nonviolent protest. Dr. King energized the words in the Declaration of Independence, which declared that all men are created equal. He inspired the world with his I Have a Dream speech during the historic March on Washington. His passion, his bravery, his determination to the cause of equality influenced the passage of many laws, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited discrimination based on a person's race, sex, religion, national origin, or the color of one's skin. One of his lasting legacies is the holiday in his name, which is now celebrated as a National Day of Service, a day on and not a day off. All Americans are encouraged to volunteer to improve their communities.
I think we have time for one more question.
Why is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. important to you?
Thank you, Michael. Dr. King came to my neighborhood when I was 12 years old. He gathered people in the same park that me and my three brothers played in. It was a march for fair housing so that everyone could choose where they wanted to live. During the march, a rock came and it hits Dr. King in the back of the head. He falls down to one knee, but unafraid, he gets back up and he finishes the march. And one more thing, Michael, I'm not sure that everyone knows this. Martin was not always named Martin. Before he was Martin, when he was born, he was given a name. And what was that, Michael? Michael. So Dr. King's name was Michael for a number of years before his father, who was also named Michael, changed both of their names to Martin.
Thank you once again for meeting with us and sharing your insight. You have so much to be proud of.
Thank you, Grandma.
Let's recognize these students of the month for showing kindness. These students were above and beyond.
Third grade, Layla, Savannah, Luca, Olivia, Liam, Lama, James, Stella, Zachary, Johanna, Raphael, Avery, Ryan, Brandon, Mateo, Kayla, Gavin, Layina, Rachel, Lily, and Maeve. Fourth grade, Jamie, Alex, Val, Elijah, Benji, Khalid, Marin, Sierra, Luca, Abrar, Amira, Ryan, Alora, Keegan, Kyle, Ruby, and Ethan. and 5th grade. Oha, Vanessa, Ben, Macy, Ethan, Thomas, Kaylee, Ariella, Gabby, Claire, Sophia, Reese, Matt, Macy, Taylor, Ellie, Vinny, Selma, and Casper. Our character trait for January is acceptance. Acceptance means loving people for who they are, no matter how they are different from us. Several High Point students have shared their own experiences with accepting others. Let's hear from them now.
I accept my cousin very much, even though he has a disability.
The way I accepted somebody for who they are is me and my friend. We have very different interests and stuff. Sometimes we don't even agree on things.
I accept my best friend because she has her creativity and I just love that creativity in her.
One thing is when I met one of my friends, they looked different and sounded different, and that didn't stop me from being their friend and always playing with them.
I accept people for who they are. I don't care about looks, I care about personalities.
I accept my friend for who she is, even though we like to do different things after school.
I accept my best friend because we have a lot of the same interests, and even though that she is vegetarian, we still get along pretty well.
Student Council will be collecting food for the Orland Food Pantry starting next Monday.
This food is called the Super Bowl of Caring. Donations can be brought in between January 25 and February 5th.
All donations should be non-perishable. This should include cereal, pasta, canned goods, or any food that won't spoil.
Thank you for supporting the Student Council.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Will Bueller,
Addie Hartman,
Ethan Lee, and Tess Helfert signing off. Have a wonderful week.
This newscast brought to you by the High Point Media Team.